stage, in the first battle, when the shadows first lengthened, one stood. He chose the path of perpetual torment. In his ravenous hatred, he found no peace, and with boiling blood, he scoured the umbral plains, seeking vengeance against the Dark Lords who had wronged him. And those that tasted the bite of his sword named him the Doomslayer.
Alright, welcome to Game Talk, where we talk about games. We got Frostbite here, and of course, you guys all know WarWu1f. So, I'm gonna do a blast from the past here. We're gonna go with Doom 2016. So we're doing this completely out of order because we did Doom Eternal back when it came out, and now I'm finally doing Doom 2016 because
count.
Yes, exactly.
This is the N64 version of Doom 2016.
Yep.
It came out exclusively on N64 platforms and mobile phones. And if you push in a Konami code, then you get the extra extended edition of the external levels and everything.
Yep. I just totally butchered the beginning.
Wow, this is just embarrassing. I mean, I think I might just, I need to get up and walk away now.
I know, I totally just butchered that.
Yep, okay.
I'm sorry, everybody, I was trying to be cool and I failed. But anyways, this is bad.
Walked away, but I just didn't.
Exactly. I totally forgot where I was.
Oh God.
Okay. I gotta do a little backtracking here.
No.
Here we go. There we go. Nope.
What?
No, because I go up there, I get that. It's out here somewhere.
Just. Oh my God. Just come to the regular game. We're trying to talk about Doom 2016, not fucking Doom 98. Jeez.
Yeah, we are. Anyways.
Oh my God. Alright, so this is Doom 2016. Id Software, one of the few solid titles by Bethesda. This was, I mean, it's very.
Bethesda was Bethesda and not Bugthesda.
I mean, this is very separate from Bugthesda, so it's only Bethesda on the name alone of what's on the package. Because in all honesty, after seeing the No Clip documentary, Bethesda has really nothing to do with this other than publishing rights. It's all
checking
in
for
software.
secret doors.
The cool part of it is though it's some of the original team that made Doom way back in the day that still worked on this one and
fucking all for the secret area. Really? Just okay. Thought there was going to be more to it. Anyways,
if we go back out here, so now we are into the zone that is the brand new and improved. So you've seen the old. Now to bring it up to almost speed. I mean, this is from what 6-7 years ago at this point.
Yeah, I
heard something.
Doom 2016. Yeah. Or this is a 2016 one?
Not,
or something like that?
Yeah. So that's what? 4
or 5 years. Going on 6 years?
Yeah.
Here in a couple days.
So this is like, I mean, it still looks really good. You can run this thing on a Potato PC. I'm telling you, the engine that they're running on this is actually pretty fucking solid.
Yeah.
This feels like the old gameplay of the old Dooms. You're running and gunning, but also if you run up to somebody, smack them, and fuck it, or if you shoot them enough, and then you run up to them and hit the melee.
You get health, ammo, or just health.
So the game mechanic of it is, and this is something that I think I had brought this up in the Eternal also. The game mechanic of it is if you need health, you you do the finisher on him.
Yep.
If you need ammo, oh god, it's been so long since I played Doom.
I mainly be getting health when I'm getting with the finisher.
Okay, so it's health, and if you need ammo, then you use the chainsaw and it gives you ammo. That's what it was. All right.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I played the Doom and Eternal and everything. This was on everything. Every fucking platform had this game on it because this game ran so well on just everything. Even VR, Doom
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I want to get a PSVR and play it in VR. Wonder how much different it'd be.
It's sort of limiting. It's cool for the run and gun aspect and being like inside the game world, but there's no. I'm pretty sure, if I remember right, it's been a while since I played it, but I'm pretty sure there was like no takedowns or anything. It's like very chopped up. It's it's limited by kind of the VR aspect of it because in all honesty, Doom 2016 was an early VR game. Like that's how long ago that this stuff was out and everything. Hell, I remember I played Doom on my old, I think it was my old Acer. I played this game on, and it actually ran with no graphics card. Like onboard graphics. I played this. But yeah, this game is like monumentally. Everybody loves this game.
Oh yeah,
and I am right there with them. Like I had a great time with this. I played through pretty much all the original Dooms before I jumped into this. The big launch night with this game and everything on YouTube at the time. Well, what's the streaming?
Yeah, and at least in this one they did the multiplayer. They actually did it multiplayer, not that stupid freaking 1 versus 4 shit that was on Eternal.
Yeah, that's right. They brought. That's right too. Yeah, I was part of the closed beta. I think it was a closed beta. I was a part of, and had like you can go on my YouTube channel and you can actually find highlight videos from like before this game was out. I was playing it, and one of the first games I was like in the beta doing YouTube, coverage on was this game. Like this game launched a lot of people's channels. Like this was definitely one of these games that it just hit at the right time. It was really good.
Oh yeah.
It launched on everything. It was easy to run. It still looks really good, even now. God, there's, what the one thing that,
yeah, and this, mind you guys, this is running on a PlayStation 4 Slim. So I mean that shows you how good this game held up.
Let me actually check Nexus Mods real quick because I have not looked for mods for this game. I actually don't know if there is mods for this game. I'm just curious to see. If I type that in, I do have a selection of Doom. There is. So there's actually like reshades.
Well, I guess I can't get there.
There's an overhaul for more glory kills. Wow.
Oh jeez.
There's actually some really cool stuff on here for mod support. So yeah, I mean, it looks like this is pretty easily moddable too, which is really nice. One of the really cool things though is like, so Doom. So this is technically kind of a reboot of Doom. It's in the same way that Final Fantasy VII Remake is kind of like a prequel retelling, basically a reimagining. This takes place. The original Doom Slayer is still a thing in this game, but he's like Doom Guy, and then this is Doom Slayer. So it's like the second coming of the Doom character, basically. So they did kind of try and tie it into like the original storylines in slight little references here and there, but it's not really. It just references it, but it's not actually part of it, which I thought was pretty cool. They stuck with the lore, but this was also like, we also have to bring up the fact that this game was coming off from like Doom 3, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe so. Whichever one was, yeah. I believe it was Doom 3. Yeah, 'cause we had the original Dooms. We had a couple spin-offs on the PlayStation. Then it came over to Doom 64. I don't think it was like the Xbox era, Xbox 360 era. Then we got Doom 3.
Doom 3 and spin-offs were 2004 to 2012. They were trying to like basically Doom 3 Resurrection of Evil released in 2005. It was an expansion. BFG edition of Doom 3 also came out with a cut mission and everything. But the problem is that Doom 3, it wasn't. So they were trying to basically keep up with Call of Duty at the time, and yeah,
it was a
like,
bad
Call of Duty
idea.
and Doom are two. They're two different experiences. So
yeah, two completely different games. Doom's
Doom
all about
is,
rushing around and
Call
rip
of
and
Duty's about
tear
having
and
like
fucking
cinematic military moments, where Doom is exactly rip and tear, rushing gun. So yeah, it's like Doom 3 was is very low key and very dark on the maps and everything, to where you could barely see. That was a big complaint that a lot of people had about it. I've actually never played through Doom 3. I heard somebody say bad stuff that I never actually
don't
played
remember
through
if I beat it or not.
So this Doom right here, when Doom 2016 was shown and got announced, and you heard that, everybody first was like, who the fuck is making the music? That song is awesome. And then we figured out it was Mick Gordon, the same one who did the Killer Instinct soundtrack, the same one who did the Wolfenstein soundtrack. And like Mick Gordon is wicked good at doing music in games. He's like probably one of the top 3 most favorited guys out there. So yeah, when everybody heard the soundtrack for this, and that was Mick on the soundtrack, they're like, oh my god, this is like perfect. It's perfect syncing up and everything. So the one thing that Hugo Martin really wanted to make sure was that, and again, I'm getting a lot of this information off the No Clip documentary that's out there on YouTube. Go check that out. It's got a lot of awesome interviews with all the developers from this game. But he wanted to basically so the opening to this game is so damn memorable because it's literally ripped from Terminator or RoboCop. Sorry, the RoboCop intro. Where it's like, yeah, like how
he crawls
RoboCop
out of the coffin and then beats the hell out of a few zombies, and
so the reference of
put the armor
RoboCop
on.
is like, so Doomslayer is waking up, and he sees the people walking around, the holograms of them walking around and whatnot, and basically the reference is like they're like, this is one badass motherfucker. We're trying to resurrect this guy to try and take out the demon presence and whatnot. So the reference to RoboCop is when they're looking at RoboCop and like fine-tune his vision in when he first becomes RoboCop, and he's like, you're a badass motherfucker. Wait until we get you set up, basically. So it's literally they totally fucking reference RoboCop in the beginning of this shit. From what like Hugo was saying, you can see that, you can see like him saying the whole thing and actual like movie clips and everything on the documentary. No Clip did, but pretty cool seeing that. So this was also like huge for Xbox. This thing dropped on Game Pass and really put Game Pass kind of on the map too. I remember that was a big deal. God, there's so many references to movies in this thing. Like it's the perfect mashup of movie references, of the older games, like the older Dooms and everything. Everything is mashed up in one with this. The soundtrack is on point. Jeez, I mean, if you're just sitting there and you listen to the ambiance of the background, even. It's not even just the music, but the ambiance is just like, fuck, okay, this is like, it's totally like 3D around you and everything. the platforming in this isn't too bad. There's a lot of collectibles.
Definitely a lot of collectibles. There's another door.
This was actually Doom 2016 was also one of the first games I ever played on stream on mouse and keyboard. I was like, you know, I'm gonna try it because you don't have to aim down sight, so I'll try this game on mouse and keyboard. It was actually a lot of fun. He is so lost right now.
No, I just found another
Yeah,
secret door. I was looking for the damn switch for it. I'm also trying to get into the foundry so I could do the everybody's favorite Easter egg.
So yeah, the multiplayer on this was actually a pretty decent hit too. I don't know if people are still playing the multiplayer on this, but I definitely remember like the multiplayer was all like TDM and shit, and you could run around, and as soon as they spawn in the beacon or whatever it is, you can grab like the fucking the suits.
Yeah, there's a
and all that
BFG
stuff,
that spawns in there, and then everybody rushes for it, and it's a
you
big.
can just blow each other up with it. It's basically kind of Halo style.
Yeah, you got TDM free for all.
Yeah.
I don't remember if there was capture the flag or not.
Pretty sure there is.
Oh come on,
like,
that
there's
damn switch has got to be around
zone
here
controls
somewhere.
and stuff too on there. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, it was a good time on the multiplayer on this. Just keep going. Just keep going.
All right.
Jeez. Get stuck in the same spot forever. So yeah, the story of this is basically a reboot. If you're looking for like the original story with like Doom guy in it, this isn't it. This is kind of more of a reboot of the story and everything, trying to basically tell the whole thing of like why Mars got infected with the evilness and all that stuff.
They were trying to harness a better energy and then fucking opened up a gate to hell and was like, whoops!
Yep. And then there is like there is a newer character on here that definitely I'm trying to remember what exactly his role was again. It's been like a couple of years since I played Doom 2016, so we'll get away from the story because it'll be spoilers if we dive too much into it. It's basically like he's an AI that's...
I love these little secret levels because it's just like exactly how I remember being introduced to Doom.
Yeah, and if you played it back in the day on the PCs, like these levels. What's funny is you have the modern day enemies inside those old school levels.
Yep, you get the guns and everything. They did it with Wolfenstein too, which I thought was fucking amazing.
Yeah. But that's actually just like the old school days and those old levels and everything, where the pacing just like you'd start to run into new enemies here and there. You got the same type of pacing with Doom 2016 and Eternal. I think they did the pacing on this really well. Like it's either you're running into a new enemy or you're getting a new gun, and you're two different attachments to it, so you can kind of customize the guns to go one way or the other.
Yep. So I got the regular shotgun, and I got the explosive rounds.
Yep. You can do a multi-tap also, where it's I think that was the shotgun where you can do. You can just keep shooting it or whatever. You can also swap them on the fly too. I can't see shit. There we go. Main level design of all this is, find key, open door. It is the old school type of action going on with that stuff. Each enemy on here though has a different animation, whether or not you're in front or behind them.
Yep. They took that through into
pull them up or
Eternal too.
Yep. And one of my favorite ones is the floaters, the floating eyeball assholes. I can remember what their names are.
Keiko demons.
But if you shoot, Yeah, if you shoot a grenade at them, they'll swallow the grenade and then blow up.
Yeah, that was great.
Especially when you're getting pissed off and then you do that, it's just like, oh yeah, okay, all right, this is pretty good. God, like it's just I'm like trying to think of all the different points to be bringing up here. What else? Yeah, music is top notch. Every single level has something that fits really well. Also, it's got dynamic music, so once you start getting into the gunfight, the music starts kicking on really hardcore, and then as soon as you're out of the gunfight, then it dies right back down. So it's dynamic music for 2016. That was pretty cool. A lot of games do that now, but back then, when this came out a few years ago, it was still like catching on basically. God, there's little Doom dudes you can find too. So a lot of little kind of Easter egg kind of little moments that you can find all throughout here. But yeah, I mean, if you're looking, if somehow you didn't play this and you missed it, highly recommend it.
Yes, definitely pick it up, get a hold of it, play it. Honestly, I would give this one a solid 10 out of 10. I mean, I think we had it free for fucking on PlayStation Plus, didn't we? Recently,
might have been. I have been free and whatnot. It's like they were kind of giving the game away on different subscription services, and I think it might have been on Epic Games Store for free one time or something. But yeah, it's definitely there's been like some free play weekends and everything on this too. If you're just looking for multiplayer, also, I would, like, even then, I would still suggest this. I would highly suggest it. If you're like the Call of Duty, very quick, nimble shooter. In all honesty, where do you think Call of Duty is getting its mechanics from?
Exactly.
You know, CS:GO is a byproduct of Doom and you know the impact that Doom had. Call of Duty is a byproduct of CS:GO, so therefore this just wraps around to being keeping up with you know the latest Call of Duty stuff and everything. Especially, you know, if you're looking for something outside of like Call of Duty Zombies to do, then Doom fits the mold perfectly. If you can do stuff like that, yes, you chainsaw everybody and everything. There's also, I think 2016 had it in there. I know Eternal did, but there's also little bonus areas that you can do, like speed runs of don't get hit, and you only have like 2 minutes to destroy 50 enemies, and you know, like challenge rooms like that, and you get all those done. I think you get.
Think so?
I'm pretty sure that this game had also. It's been a while, like I said.
Demonic presence eliminated. Lockdown disengaged.
But yeah, this was. I mean. You know, but Bethesda was kind of having a bit of a hard time with, like, you know, well, no, that was Eternal. Never mind. I was going to go into the Rage 2 Wolfenstein Youngblood thing and all that stuff. But this game did, I mean, in all honesty, everybody was like, you know, where's the next Elder Scrolls? Where's the next Fallout?
Fuck you.
and like the whole thing of just, you know, it's some of the original developers making this, so it definitely still feels like the old original games. Even the newer developers.
I don't know where I gotta go.
So what else we got here? Talked about the music. Talked about graphics. The level design is actually really well paced. So level design on this is somewhat multi-leveled, where you have like floor 1, floor 2, floor 3. a bit of platform, but it's not like excessive in this. Holy shit, your bit rate is dropping.
Sorry.
Like, that's one of those things too. Like this game is very fast paced.
It is. So I do apologize. This VOD comes out kind of iffy because, like I said, it's very fast paced. It's a lot of zooming.
Yep. And once again, like I said, like okay, so 20 minutes, 20 minutes from the start point of where we're just at, getting the secret levels and everything, to now, you just got a new gun. And then
you pick up the shotgun pretty
minutes.
soon.
Oh man, that was wow. Yeah, that was this one. One of the coolest fucking moments when the basically when the title screen comes up there when he's like in the elevator and then he hits the button. It's like. And the fucking title screen comes up. One of the coolest fucking moments. It's just like really cool moments like that mixed with some really well paced. Like I said, it's great. That is what. Sorry. One of the things I will say too is the swarm of enemies can overwhelm you sometimes.
Oh yeah.
And just having that fast pace, like you'll have your butt clenching moments of like, how the fuck am I supposed to get through this area? Like I had that like a ton on Eternals where I was getting like almost pissed off because it's just like, how the fuck do I do this? And what you gotta remember is the way that this game, the way this and Eternal is set up, is that you're not only trying to shoot everything, but also you got to keep going with the chainsaw and whatnot on here too. Of like
gotta remember to get those executions in. It's not all about just shooting everything until it's dead. Those
this game really
make
pushes
a big
you
difference.
to not only be badass, but also look fancy while you're doing it.
Ooh, there had to be something.
Not a lot of
I
games
thought I
do
saw
that.
off the map.
Wolfenstein kind of does that, but it's something about like the kind of Mortal Kombat style, gore effect that Doom has, because that's one of those things like Doom and Mortal Kombat's always had like it's so over the top, it's almost like cartoony-ish, or it's just like kind of like goofy kind of sense of humor gore going on, and that's how they get away with doing so much gore. You're just like, what? I just, ripped this demon in half, and I just punched this thing in the face, and its eyeball flew out of its head. It's like, what? It's kind of kooky stuff like that that makes this game really kind of, it rounds up and makes it pop in a sense. Makes it pop. Get it? Because its eyeball flies out.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just, I mean, the amount. So. Shotguns, assault rifles, there's a sniper rifle in there, the BFG.
They got me a little Doom guy right there.
The pistol. Yeah, there you go.
Gives him a little a little fist bump.
Little dude. It's cool too because when you're in VR, the thing looks like it can fit in your hand. Like they actually scale it really well in VR.
Unblocking your access to the facility scanner.
This is like a pretty decent origin story too for Doom Slayer, and like the pathway of like him going to go defeat the gods or whatever the hell it is that he's doing in Eternal. It is a pretty cool little thrill ride. And they're like they have a bunch of DLC out for Eternal, so I couldn't tell you. Usually I ask the question, where do you think it's going to go next? But in all honesty,
I mean, Eternal just kind
I
of
don't even know.
Felt like it was like they were just trying to be done with it, and
well, I do know that they're shopping around for another Doom game for music producers wise. For some reason, For some reason, they had a problem with Mick Gordon, and then they didn't want to pay Mick Gordon or something like that. And there was some controversy around, like, Bethesda had a problem with Mick Gordon for whatever reason.
Okay.
Just over there, like, I'm just trying to do my job. Like, what the hell? And they were throwing a fit for whatever reason. And so yeah, Mick Gordon is not going to be on the next Doom. So the soundtrack that you're hearing for this is not going to be possibly what the next Doom is like. So
If
it's
they do
kind
another
of.
Doom. I mean,
It's, they're shopping stuff around, so it's definitely in the works. I know that they're supposed to be working on Wolfenstein 3 also.
oh, I totally missed with my damn.
What the hell is it? The New Order or whatever, and then Wolfenstein 2, and then they have Youngblood. So now they're actually supposed to be working on Wolfenstein 3, which is, if they could, so Youngblood. Like, I got the ideas that they were going for, it's just Youngblood wasn't executed well on the ideas, and I feel like if they took the formula that this, like, Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal has for solid pacing, really cool level design, but the thing Wolfenstein also brings to is just really fun and funny characters. Which I'm kind of wondering if maybe Doom might try and go that direction also, if they do try and switch it up a bit for the next Doom game. I don't know. I honestly don't know which direction they're going to try and go for the next Doom game.
Who knows?
Like, just as long as they don't repeat the steps, because again, I've never played Doom 3, but I've just heard everybody just kind of complain about it. So from what I've heard and seen of it, hopefully they don't repeat those steps. Like, I guess they tried to make it a little more horror, just keep Doom action, action, fast paced.
Yeah, exactly. Definitely. So I really want to end it off with the damn.
It's a gift.
I just punched into
On your journey, if you can withstand.
So I am Mordor. I'm just gonna keep punching as you give it to me.
It's hopefully on the VOD, but it's definitely lagging. Like, oh geez, and we just lost it.
You lost it? It says it's still going over here.
I mean, it's not showing anything. It's showing that you have too low of bandwidth to stream on in the window feed. But yeah, it's like I said, Doom 2016. If you somehow you missed it, definitely highly recommend. Also, the soundtrack too. Mick Gordon got the soundtrack put out on Spotify and YouTube and everything. So.
Great, awesome. That's cool. Thanks, internet connection. You just screwed me on this. But, yeah, I guess that's gonna be it for this game talk now, because, I decided to shit out.
I think that's good timing anyways, because we're pretty much, I mean, there wasn't much else to talk about. We kind of covered everything.
But the Easter egg I was going for, so you guys all know, you can look it up online. There's one where you get like to the foundry or something like that, where there's like lava all over the place. If you jump off, you die in it. He does the whole Terminator thumbs up thing when you're melting into the.
If you go in Giphy and type in, if you type in Doom, it literally is on Giphy. like everybody's like uses that.
Yeah, maybe he can edit that in here when it. Yeah. goes to shit. But yeah, so that was the Doom 2016 Game Talk. If you haven't played it, check it out. Get your hands on it. As far as for that note, you know where to find us. Find us all over the internet. If not, it's WarWu1f is at WarWu1f on everything. I'm Frost_Bite84 on Twitch and Twitter, and Frostbite over at the YouTube. And if you like this game, you know, like my game talks, all that stuff, you watch this on YouTube. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. I'm gonna try to get back up to date on doing these at least once a week. I'm gonna try to smash it, bruh. You gotta hit that like button, bruh. Anyways,
yeah.
Long story behind that one. Maybe we'll talk about it next time we do like a co-stream or something.
Inside joke, bruh. Inside joke.
But
yeah, bruh.
Till next time, everybody. Stay frosty, bruh.
Yeah.